Hey YouTube, I'm Lucky, and I have a question for you. Who is this new Bungie? What have they done with the old Bungie? What has happened? Love Beyond Light or hate Beyond Light? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, regardless of the content that came with Beyond Light. I want to take a step back behind the content, behind the game itself, and talk about the studio that's making the content, Bungie, because they are on a serious glow up right now. I mean, they are, whenever something's broken in the game, I don't know if you remember this in the past 6 years of this game, where something would be broken and it would be broken for like 2 or 3 weeks if it was insane, and then it would finally get fixed. Sometimes it would go on for like months where shit would be broken. But not anymore. Bungie has done something. They've updated their servers or something, or this new Bungie is like a Vex simulation. I don't know what it is. I don't know what has happened, but I like it. It's some real big dick energy. Whenever something is broken in the game now, they deactivate it like the same day or the next day, and then they fix it with a patch like within a week. And this is how the game should be. This is how the game should always have been. It's unfortunate that it's taken us this long to get to this point, but I like that we're here now. I like that things in Destiny 2 get deactivated if they're broken and then get fixed within a week. That's nice. Let me know your thoughts about that in the comment section below. But we're going to jump into Destiny 2 Hotfix 3004 because this one's a good one. And just as a precursor, there's no additional nerfs to Stasis. I do feel like Stasis is great in PvE right now, and in PvP, it's a bit strong, but it's meant to be a bit strong. And so if you're expecting the last update where they just went in on Stasis and totally brought down the values a ton, it's not that insane, but we will cover everything that's going on here. The first one is activity. Fixed an issue where strikes in the Vanguard playlist were incorrectly set to 1100 power. Vanguard strikes are now 1050 power. Fixed an issue where enemies would continue to spawn during certain activities in the Cosmodrome. Note, this should resolve an issue where gaggles of guardians would convene in the Divide, all shooting into a cave-like structure. They fucking took my loot cave again! They took it again. They took it in year 1 D1, and now they're taking it right at the beginning of Beyond Light, and I'm sad about it. They stole our loot cave from us. It's okay though. It's definitely, you're not meant to just sit and aimlessly shoot into a cave and collect a ton of engrams. I made a video covering the new loot cave, and it's gone now, so that's fine. That's the way it should be. You know, they should get rid of things like that. Fix an issue where players could skip to the end of the Vela's Labyrinth Lost Sector. This was a crazy one. This was where the exotic, or the legendary Lost Sector had a bug where you could go straight to the end of it and then just like kill the boss and then, you know, get that exotic gauntlet for that day way faster. I covered this, and if you're subscribed with notifications on, you're able to get a few extra runs of this before they nerfed it, but now it's totally fixed and gone. They deactivated it for a while, but now it's back, so that's nice. Crucible fixed an issue where defeat's audio was playing too often. That was so weird. You would literally like win a round and it would play the defeat sound. I don't know how the fuck that ever happened in the first place, but I'm glad they fixed it because that was kind of an odd bug in the game. Combat weapons fixed an issue where trench barrel was not being removed after firing 3 shots. That's crazy. I thought that was like a buff to trench barrel. I didn't realize that was actually a bug, but that's not. I was actually using trench barrel in the raid, and I was like, this shit's OP. Like I was really destroying servers. They would come out the door, I punch them, get trench barrel buff, and so well, I guess that was just a bug, but that's fixed now, which is probably for the best. Rewards fixed an issue where prime attunements were not being applied properly after reaching the soft cap 1200. Interesting. Fixed an issue where the Strange Visitors emote from Season of Arrival's Silver Bundle would no longer appear in Rahul's inventory to claim. Updated the World Engram Weapons Reward Pool. Remove all legendary weapons that hit their infusion cap at the end of the season. Added all of the 7th Seraph weapons from Season of the Worthy. Added all Season of Arrival's seasonal and planetary reprisal weapons. Set weight drop chances so that the newer an item is, the more likely it is to drop. Really cool additions here. I am going to go turn in like 10,000 weapon parts to Banshee and 5,000 Crucible tokens to Shaxx. Okay, I'm not doing no more 10,000 Crucible tokens to Shaxx. Dear God, that took forever. From now on, 5,000 max is what I'm going to Shaxx. I'm going to go do that for a video soon here. I'll probably do it on live stream so that way we can see what sort of new loot is in the loot pool for these vendors here. Bounties. Reduced number of bounties required for new light quests from 3 to 1. Not really an issue for me. Fixed an issue where combat drill bounties were requiring elimination defeats. They will now correctly require clash defeats. Interesting. Season. Fixed an issue where players already have seasonal artifact, but the season quest does not progress. Well, I'm glad they fixed that. That wasn't applying to me, but I'm glad they fixed that. Fixed an issue where lure mods were duplicating. No! you could duplicate the second lure mod, and I duplicated a bunch, and I made a video talking about it. Thankfully, they fixed that, though, because that was definitely a nasty bug, but it really wasn't that big of an issue, because you could get these mods by playing activities all the time, and by the end of the season, you're going to have, like, tons and tons of mods. Just like at the end of last season, with all the Umbral engrams and stuff, you just had a ton of seasonal materials. The same thing will happen with these lure mods, so I don't really think that's too big of an issue. I'm glad that they got rid of the duplication bug, though, because, you know, it's a bug in the game. Fix an issue where perk veto mods for the Cryptolith lure were not correctly preventing the excluded perks from rolling weapons. This one is a big one. You would actually put the veto mod on, and the weapon would still roll with the mod that you'd vetoed. So this was a big one. My friend Dwayne was telling me about this. That he was like, why am I getting guns with the wrong mods on them? So I'm glad they fixed that, because that was definitely a bad issue. And lastly, fixed an issue where players already have the lure, but the lure quest doesn't progress. Okay, that's a good fix as well. Alright, so there you have it. This is hotfix 3004. Bungie on top of everything. I mean, as it is right now within the game, that fixes like almost everything that's a huge problem. Let me know in the comment section below if there are any sort of glaring problems that you think are still in the game, because as far as I know, and I try to stay up to date on everything in terms of Destiny news, as far as I know, all the big glaring issues are all resolved within Beyond Light. I mean, Bungie has really been on top of their shit. So shout out to the Bungie development team. You guys you're killing it. Keep it up. Like, this is what I like to see. The next time something's extremely broken in the game, I imagine it will either get disabled or it'll get fixed very soon. And I like this. This is the way Destiny is meant to be played. For so long now, we've gotten used to things just being broken for a while, and we might be in a new era of Destiny where things are just fixed and things work properly. I don't know yet. I don't want to jump at the gun just yet and say that. Let's give Beyond Light another month before we get too crazy here. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.